Welcome to the deep dive. Have you ever thought about, launching your own big idea? Maybe dreamt of being an entrepreneur, but perhaps felt the usual path, the long degrees, the maybe slightly dated advice just weren't quite hitting the mark. Or maybe it's that feeling of not getting enough real, practical experience that's holding you back. Well, today we're looking at something pretty revolutionary. It's really changing the game for how you become an entrepreneur now. Our deep dive today is all about the EON Entrepreneur School. And this isn't, just another online course or your standard business degree. It's being called the world's first AI-native entrepreneurship education platform. Quite a claim. It's launched by EON Reality. They're big players in AI-assisted XR, extended reality, so VR, AR, all that good stuff. And this is an intensive 6-month program, really groundbreaking. The whole idea is to build the next generation of tech entrepreneurs, specifically for this AI-first economy we're heading into. What's really exciting, I think, is how it mixes immersive XR learning with actual real-world business stuff, plus some very smart AI mentoring.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is how they're directly addressing a major challenge. For a while now, traditional entrepreneurship education, well, it hasn't quite kept up, has it? Especially with the speed of AI. Aspiring founders often find themselves, not fully prepared. So our mission today is really to unpack the highlights, the huge benefits of this school, and look at how it's fundamentally reimagining that training and why it seems so well positioned to bridge that gap, that crucial gap between just learning stuff and actually succeeding out there.
It really does seem like there's a bit of maybe a crisis in traditional entrepreneurship education, doesn't it? You hear about people graduating full of ideas, but maybe their skills aren't quite sharp enough for today's AI-driven world.
Exactly. That's the core problem EON is trying to solve. They're tackling a few key things head on. First, that big one, the theory-practice gap. You learn a lot about business, but don't do much business.
Right, all case studies and textbooks.
Then there's the tech skills deficit. Most courses just don't have enough practical AI, VR, AR training baked in, and that's essential now.
Makes sense.
Plus, you often see these fragmented learning paths. There's no clear line from the classroom to actually launching something.
Yeah, it feels disconnected.
And finally, yeah, that lack of real-world experience, not talking to real customers, not working on live products, that's huge. And that's precisely why EON's learn-by-doing approach feels so revolutionary. It's not like an academic program. It's more like a really intensive apprenticeship right inside EON Reality's global business.
An apprenticeship. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So students aren't just studying, they're practicing from day one. It's structured, though. Phase 1, the first 3 months, is foundation learning.
Okay.
So you get the core stuff, AI literacy, entrepreneurship basics, and importantly, hands-on mastery of their EON XR platform. That's their immersive learning tool.
Getting your hands dirty with the tech straight away.
Exactly. But crucially, you also rotate through real EON business areas, sales, product development, customer support. You're actually contributing.
Wow.
And you get plugged into their global network instantly. They're in over 100 countries.
So real exposure. What about phase 2?
Right. Phase 2 is application and development, months 4 to 6. This is where students build their own AI agent business. Think of it like a smart automated service.
Using their tool.
Yeah, using EON Vibe Coder. It's a no-code AI platform, so it's accessible. Then they get early access to the EON Marketplace. That's got something like 42 million users.
42 million. For market testing.
For real market testing, yes. And they wrap it up with professional pitch development, data-backed business models, getting them ready for investors. So this raises an important question. How does this learn-by-doing approach translate into tangible benefits for you, the student?
That's a great point. How do they manage that kind of hands-on personalized experience for everyone, especially if it's global? Here's where it gets really interesting. How does that actually work?
It's a core part of their design. They call it unprecedented AI-powered personalization and global access. A big piece is the 24/7 support through the EON Brainy Mentor system.
A brainy mentor.
Basically, yeah. It's an AI tutor and guide, always there to answer questions, give personalized feedback.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And it really helps democratize access. It breaks down those geographical barriers, even financial ones, that often limit who gets top-tier training.
So it makes it more accessible.
Hugely. And beyond that, you've got AI adaptive learning paths. The curriculum actually adjusts based on your strengths, your goals.
Personalized learning.
Exactly. Plus, that global network integration we mentioned, connecting you to international markets, diverse teams. There's even a real revenue generation model, a sort of learn to earn aspect where students can actually get compensated for their work.
Learn to earn. That's different.
It really is. And you graduate with industry standard certifications in EON, XR, and entrepreneurship. Real credentials. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this is about making elite training accessible to anyone with the passion and commitment, really.
That model definitely feels disruptive. So what does this all mean for your future career path? After 6 months, what happens? It sounds like more than just a certificate.
Oh, absolutely. A key benefit is how it de-risks that big leap into entrepreneurship. It provides multiple, really high-value career pathways straight after graduation.
Okay, like what?
Well, one path is becoming an independent entrepreneur. You're ready to launch your own thing, but with support from the EON Wealth Weaver ecosystem, even potential fast-track access to investors.
So support even after you finish?
Definitely. Or you could become an EON ecosystem employee. They give graduates priority for specialized roles within EON Reality's global network.
Ah, so an employment pathway too.
Yes. And there's a third strong option, becoming a certified consultant or freelancer. You can build your own high-earning practice, leveraging your skills with access to EON's global client base.
What's fascinating here is how they've created a complete launchpad for the next generation of founders. It's not just the school in isolation. It acts as the entry point to their whole EON Wealth Weaver ecosystem.
Exactly. It's designed for a seamless transition. You finish the school, and you already know how to use EON Vibe Coder, their no-code AI platform.
Right.
You have access to that huge EON Marketplace customer base. There's EON Venture Bridge for potential funding and investment connections, and even EON Wayfinder, their AI system for talent identification. It's a really integrated system.
It truly sounds like an end-to-end solution designed to help people succeed. When you list all that, it really highlights the difference compared to, say, a traditional business school or even some of those elite accelerators. Traditional programs often rely heavily on theory,
Right, case studies from years ago sometime.
whereas EON is all about that real-world business integration. And it's 6 months intensive, not 2 or 3 years.
Much faster paced.
The tech focus is laser sharp on AI first, right now, not playing catch-up.
Absolutely cutting edge.
And that performance-based cost model you mentioned, that's a massive departure from typical tuition fees.
It aligns incentives differently, doesn't it?
It really does. Plus, the full ecosystem, global access, and those multiple career paths with ongoing support. It's a very different package.
And they're serious about measuring the results. This commitment to practical application translates into, well, proven ROI and measurable outcomes. They track success rigorously. There's academic performance, AI, skill assessments, those certifications.
Okay.
There's business development, looking at the actual revenue generated, customer satisfaction from student projects,
Real business metrics.
real metrics.
Yeah.
Then graduate success, tracking which of those career pathways graduates take and how they progress.
Right.
And finally, ecosystem value, how this feeds back into EON reality itself, like reducing their recruitment costs, boosting innovation. It reminds me of that quote from Dan Lajerskar, the chairman at EON Reality. He said something like, "The playbooks that created the last generation of successful companies are becoming obsolete in our AI-first world." The EON Entrepreneur School doesn't just teach about entrepreneurship, it transforms individuals into capable, AI-savvy founders through immersive real-world experience. We're not iterating on the past, we're building the future of entrepreneurial education.
Wow. That's a powerful statement. Really captures the ambition. It really does. So for anyone listening whose interest is piqued, who is this actually for? It sounds like they're looking for high-potential individuals, obviously passionate about entrepreneurship, innovation.
Yeah, definitely passion. Also, a basic technical aptitude helps, or at least a strong interest in tech. And you need full commitment for those intensive 6 months. It's not a casual thing.
Right.
And alignment with EON's values, innovation, global impact.
And the application process reflects that focus too, right? It involves their AI assessment tool, EON on Wayfinder.
Yes, the Wayfinder assessment, practical skill challenges, a cultural fit interview, and a portfolio review. It's quite comprehensive.
What an incredibly exciting shift in how we think about making entrepreneurs. The EON Entrepreneur School really does represent something profound. It's genuinely compelling to see a program so focused on equipping people for the real world of AI and business today.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought for you listening. Consider how this shift, this move towards AI native, hands-on, ecosystem integrated learning, how that might not just change how entrepreneurs are made, but maybe how any complex skill could be learned in the future. What new possibilities does that open up for your own learning journey, whatever your field might be, when education gets this immersive, this practical?
That is a really fascinating thought to end on. We hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights into how these innovative approaches could shape your own path forward. Thanks so much for joining us on the deep dive.